Again.
It's a
Hey, good
Corvette,
evening,
guys.
Talking
It's a
Fight fan.
Corvette.
Pardon me?
It's a Corvette.
Oh, I thought it was a Lamborghini. Yeah, you had me going, Cedric. All right. Good evening, Talking Fight fans around the world. Thank you once again for joining us for another episode of the Friday Night Panel. Yes, we have special guests lined up, as we always do. I believe our friend Tim Witherspoon from Philadelphia is going to be joining us, and if he can't get his 1977 camera working, and he'll be dialing in. But he's promised me that he's going to try his tablet tonight, and his tablet should work. Okay. In the meantime, one of his good buddies, Kash should be joining us as well. He's confirmed, and potentially might be in the green room waiting for us to admit him. So, without further ado, a little bit of history.
Back in 1962.
Was it 62?
Yeah, 1962. There were these two guys, and they fought, and one of them got knocked out, and that's your history.
There you go. That's what we work for all week.
Yes.
To dig up stories like that, so you are entertained on Friday night.
Oh, it's nice to see Ray's joined us here on the chat. Ray, how's it going from Last Bell Boxing? Nice for you to stop by.
Yeah, we are with the legend, and you can join us as well, Ray, if you like. More
Ray, you can jump on. We just sent you the link right there, brother.
We're gonna have actually speaking of the UK, I mean, Kash is in the UK right now. I don't know where he lives. Yes, I do know where he lives because his boxing. I think he runs a boxing gym now. Where the heck did I see it? I can't remember. Anyway, what do we got lined up this weekend, boys? Any fights?
Yes, there is. We got the Henderson and Steen card, and then there is the big card that's talking about is the Joyce and Talkin card, which we discussed on Last Bell yesterday, which was quite a good topic. Joe Joyce, our big man here.
I like him.
Yeah. You know what? He's got a nice fight lined up for himself here against Talkin. It's going to be one of those events that you don't want to miss. You know, Joy Joyce, he is getting up there in age, so you know we are rooting for this guy to come through with a big W, which I believe is going to happen, which we talked about. Cedric, I don't know what do you think about Joe Joyce's next fight coming up here this weekend?
I thought you were going to ask Cedric about old guys. What do you think about these old guys? Hey, we're okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't wait. It's gearing up to be an awesome weekend of fights. And you know what we do. We love it, man. We love these fights. It means somebody's got to work this weekend, Graham.
We pissed off Cedric.
Oh, why did he freeze himself?
I'll tell you. Doesn't his Lambo have Wi-Fi?
It should. Or does he have an older model?
Yeah. Oh, those old Lambos don't have Wi-Fi.
I had to reload the page.
So you had fun with Holly Tal today?
Yes, we did. Holly was wonderful. Young ripe age of 17 years old.
Yeah, she's well seasoned in the arts of media.
Definitely.
Good interview candidate. Scarlett had a great interview with Kate Hastings. I don't know if you saw it or not. She's actually a jiu-jitsu world champion. Ooh. And they kind of veered down a side road and went off into the world of ayahuasca and the benefits, and absolutely no controversy whatsoever. Just a lot of benefits related to that bark and leaf combination that sends you off on a little bit of a spiritual journey. But that was a good interview as well. So I encourage all of the Talking Fight fans to check out the Holly Tal interview and the Kate Hastings interview. Great interviews.
Definitely. And I want everybody to get on board with this Henderson and Steen card, because the co-main event is one that I'm gearing up for, which is the Figueroa 17-0 versus Shinard Bunch, Mr. 15-1. This is going to gear up to be a nice welter bout. Can't wait to see this. Also on the same card, we've got a few of these newbies, a couple of debuts, a couple of 1, 2, and 3 fighters. So you know what, guys, if you're looking for some good, entry level matches, definitely check it out. Definitely going to see some good fights on that card. Can't wait for that one. But then the next card that everybody's talking about is definitely the Joe Joyce card. That's the card, man. That's the card to watch, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully our boys from the UK from the Last Bell Boxing Show could hop on and give us their opinion about that one. Shout out to Andy and Ray and Carl.
Definitely. They should definitely give us their 2 cents on it. Honestly, it's going to gear up to be a great event. Both these cards should have some nice slugfests on it, and that's what we love. There's a bunch of fights going on around the world, unfortunately, that are untelevised again. But
are there not some Showtime fights on tonight?
Yes, I believe the Henderson and Steen fight is Showtime. That's tonight. That'll be
9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 or 10 o'clock. Should be on Showtime. Guys, you can catch those fights. The prelims, you're going to have to stream somewhere first because, Showtime doesn't like to give us everything, as we have discussed in the past. They don't like to, show us everything on the card. They like to just show us the last 1 or 2 fights, sometimes 3 if we're lucky. So, guys, if you can find a place to live stream those few early fights, there are some names on there that I know that are up-and-comers who are new to the game, who are young, hungry, and undefeated. And, I stand behind them. And, guys, it's the future of the sport. So you got to represent. You got to go out, and you got to make sure that you support these fighters, get to know them, get to like them, get to love them, watch them, man, because these guys need our support. There's too many boxers out there nowadays that are going unrecognized in the sport, that aren't getting the recognition that they deserve, and that are still working full-time jobs, still getting in that gym, busting their ass daily, training hard, and still are not getting the recognition they deserve. Guys, support these guys by going out and watching these fights, man. Find a way to do it. Stream it. Find somebody to stream it off of. Ask around on the internet if you don't know. Somebody will help you out. Make sure you check out these fights, man.
If you do miss them, you can always check Mike Orr at 4 because every day he displays a new up and coming boxer. So that's your other option to check out the up and coming.
That's it, guys. That's it. Cedric said it right there. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, you definitely will catch these young, hungry, undefeated futures of the sport on my show Monday to Friday, 4 o'clock. Be there. That's where you'll find everything, man. So, Graham, what do we have lined up? We have Kash Ali coming in the studio.
Yeah, he's over in the UK right now, and he confirmed with us today that he'd be joining us on our show at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is
right now
plus 10 minutes. So, Kash, you're late. And Tim said he'd be joining us, but trying new technology, trying to get on to us via his tablet. So, and yes, our producer says he is trying.
Somebody has to go to Tim's house. Somebody has to go to Tim's house and show him how to do this.
Yeah,
please. Please, people out there in Fightland, please, if you know Tim, you know where he lives, go to his house, help him out, get him on air. Because we're getting tired of his technology, man. I think it's just archaic. He has the archaic hookup. Is it the archaic setup? Is that what he's got there? The touch what is it? The dial tone or the dial-up internet with the touch tone phone.
Oh, there he goes. We're having a rough night. We have both Kash and Tim dialing in, and for some reason they're not picking up our signal because, as you know, we live in a very distant country. And Cedric's going to refresh.
Yes,
he's joined us.
It seems like I'm back now, so I was just about to press refresh, but it's playing games with me, so hopefully we're good now.
All
right. What does Cedric want to discuss?
Cedric, let's talk about Joe Joyce. Oh, he's frozen. Really? You don't say, Cedric? I agree 100% with exactly what you're saying. Oh no, that can't be true, Cedric.
Why don't you distill for me what the boys at Last Bell had to say about Joe Joyce in particular?
Well, they believe that he should come through with the win. It's gearing up to be a good kind of fight for him. Pretty good matchup. It's we're behind him. We're behind Joe Joyce. He's getting up there in age, man. He's no longer young.
Right.
This fight is honestly, I think everything he needs at the moment. Carlos Takam, he's no slouch though. He's got a chin. He can take the punches.
Right.
But again, Joe Joyce, 35 years old. He doesn't have a lot of time left. He might have a good 5 years left in his career. So you know what? I'd like to see this guy do a lot more because you know what? Realistically, man, he hasn't been doing too much. He hasn't been doing much.
Who has during COVID? But
you know what? There have been people busy during COVID, so we can't really use that as an excuse anymore.
Well, Holly Towell started her pro career during COVID.
You know what? So did Duke Reagan. So did Amari Jones. So did Kassir Goldston. So did I can keep naming guys who started, guys who have debuted in the bubble, finished 5 fights in the bubble. Guys are staying busy, man. So we can't really use COVID as an excuse when we know that there are people out there that are making moves.
Yes. I guess it boils down to the managers, the matchmakers, the promoters, all these teams that there seem to be a lack of. And I think realistically, as we move forward, we're going to find a lot of community-driven bouts and matches as opposed to centrally located big fights.
Yes. On the Joe Joyce card, there are a bunch of titles up for grabs. We have Chris Bourque versus James Beach Jr., and that's going to be for the Super Bantam, WBC International Super Bantam title. We have Hamza Shiraz, who we've talked about before in the past, Graham.
Yep.
We debuted him on my show, Knuckle Up, is fighting Ezekiel Guerrera, and that's for the WBO European Super Welter title. Also on that same card, we got Chris Jenkins versus Usman for the Commonwealth Welter title, and the BBB of C British Welter title is also up for grabs, followed by the main event, which we all know is Joe Joyce versus Carlos Takam, and that is going to be for the WBCO Silver Heavy, the WBO International Heavy, and the Commonwealth Heavy title.
Wow.
So that card is gearing up to be a massive card for the weekend. It's honestly, it's the one of the weekend. It's the card to watch. So guys, make sure you check this out. Definitely don't want to miss this one. So, all right. That being said.
So it says our producer's telling us that Tim and Kash have basically given up on technology and will try to join us next week.
Well, you know what then?
Which is going to be interesting because we have a special guest next week, an actual matchmaker from California. So
which would be awesome. But what we should do though is before next week, we should run a pre-interview with these guys to make sure that this stuff is set up.
Yeah, what we could do right now is you can profile Kash Ali if you want.
No.
Don't want to give us a 30-second opinion?
I don't want to profile Kash Ali. I want to bring him on because there is a lot of things that we need to talk to Mr. Kash Ali about. And honestly, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give anything away. Everybody knows who this guy is. He's just coming off winning the IBF European title. Yep. You know what? We'll speak that much. But he did face some controversy a couple of years ago, which honestly I want to find out about and I want to dig deeper into. And guys, I know you know what I'm talking about out there in Fightland who do know boxing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So we want to find out exactly the answers, and we're going to on the Friday night panel.
All right, we will.
But you know what? We have work to do tonight, Graham. Tonight and tomorrow night, we have cards to watch.
Yes.
We definitely have cards to watch.
Yes. And it seems like Cedric might have gone off to watch those cards.
you know what? He's probably already got a head start on me. He's probably watching the first knockout of the weekend.
Let's, seeing we've lost our two guests who are going to join us tonight, let us say adieu, and we'll see you on Sunday, I guess, for the knockout show.
Definitely.
And then back again on Monday. There's Cedric. All right.
Yeah, Cedric, so we're just letting you know, our guests have rescheduled for next week. So, you know what we got to do, Cedric? We have work to do, brother. We have to get to work because we got knockouts to see, because we got knockouts to talk about on the weekend.
Exactly.
So to our fight fans out there watching around the world who tuned in to see the wonderful, interview with Kash Ali and Mr. Terrible Tim Witherspoon, unfortunately, their technology game is not up to par. They were unable to connect with us. So, guys, make sure you tune in next week. They'll be here for sure. And in the meantime, guys, we got fights to watch. Make sure you go out and check these cards tonight. The big card of the weekend, though, Joey Joyce, Carlos Talkin. Don't want to miss that one.
Did you give your prediction already?
Oh, I already did, man.
Okay.
Joyce all the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Joyce
by
all
what?
the way.
Knockout. I'm going Joyce by unanimous decision though.
I'm going Joyce late rounds. I'm saying 8th round knockout.
8th round knockout. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm saying 8th. Well, we'll see what happens. Though. But guys, on that card, don't forget there are a lot of titles up for grabs. I already told you, Cedric. I don't know if I ran that down for you, but we have the WBC International Super Bantam title up for grabs with Chris Bork and James Beach. We have Hamza Shiraz, who we've talked about, the undefeated Super Welter, versus Ezekiel Guerrera for the WBO European Super Welter title, and Chris Jenkins, who is fighting I'm going to say Usman. I think that's how you say it. You know what? I might have bastardized the name. I'm sorry. But the Commonwealth Welter title and the BBB of C British Welter title up for grabs in that fight. And then, of course, our main event, Joyce Talkin, WBC Silver Heavy title, the WBO International Heavy title, and that Commonwealth Heavy title are all up for grabs. So, guys, it's gearing up to be a great weekend for fighting. Also, the card tonight, Henderson, you're going to see it on Showtime. Guys, go check that out. It should be great. Henderson, 14-0 against Steen, 15-0. You can't ask for much more, man. There's a bunch.
What time does the card start tomorrow?
The card.
Our time.
You know what? Honestly, I believe it's probably going to be
probably about 4 or 5. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm saying it's probably going to be. You know what? I can double check that for everybody right now, just so that we don't have any confusions. Just let me check our times so that, guys, you won't be lost. You won't be lost without us. You won't be lost without us.
We'll allow it, Mike. Go ahead, check it.
Okay, so we have that's going to be starting at 2:15 our time.
Thought I moved to a better.
That's going to be starting at 2:15 our time. 2:15 our time.
And there you have it.
So, guys, Friday night panel. It is what it is.
Frozen Cedric and two.
Really, Cedric? So you heard the time, right? Uh-huh.
All right, Mike, I'm leaving.
There you go. All right, guys. Yes, another wonderful Friday night panel. Graham, I'm going to take us out. Fight fans watching, thank you for tuning in. Jab that like, hook subscribe, knock us out those comments. You'll see us next week on the Friday night panel. And don't forget to tune in Sunday for our Knuckle Up Knockout of the Week. Be there or be square.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, man.